Tune in, turn up, the clock's ticking fast. Crypto secrets from the future and past. Magic got the spark, Dave's got the flow. Right in the blockchain, wherever it goes. The Crypto Magic Hour, feel the power. Counting coins as we print every hour. VV Magic, Dave's on the scene. Crypto dreams in a digital gleam. Oh yeah, the Crypto Magic Hour.
That's just fire. It gets me every fucking time. Every single.
I wish people could see you dancing while it's playing.
Tell them what else I was doing off camera, where it was like BB Magic thing, and I'm like, boo.
Yeah, you were. I saw that.
Got the flow, and I'm like, yeah.
Good morning.
What's
Happy
up,
Monday,
Magic?
everybody.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. What's up, all 12 of you tuning in? We said to ourselves, this week we are going to smash the 2,000. Hopefully, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe that was just a.
It can be done. It can be done.
Hey, anything is possible. But I'm good, Magic. I'm ready to get to talking. I mean, in a few minutes, to these degenerates and help them not round trip their bags again when Bitcoin starts moving and this whole market takes off. So you round trippers, this is for you. How was your weekend?
But should we be taking advice from somebody that's looking like Marty McFly?
What? Marty McFly? What do you? This is probably the most I've actually like put myself together for this entire stream in the 10 episode. You know, this is episode 10, by the way.
I know. Did you think we were gonna make it here?
No, I absolutely did not. I was hoping on my dashing good looks to take us there, but unfortunately, it's your dashing good looks that are taking us there, and it is what it is. Fine. Use me and abuse me, kids. It's okay.
No, but actually, like 10's that's a milestone. I'm proud of us.
Me too.
And it's been quite the road, but I think we finally are getting into the groove.
We are, and we're leveling up. At the end of the day, there's no point in having an insane network if you can't leverage that network. And shout out Dian Hinano for bringing me on Aloha Fridays last week. We spoke with Michael at Wallet Guard, now at MetaMask, aka Consensus. And, you know, we were talking about the new MetaMask card, yada, yada, security. It was so fun. I mean, it was funny. He's as frustrated as anybody else in this Web3 space because he's like, no matter what you tell people, they still don't give a shit and they won't do it. They'll nod their head like, yeah, got to do that. And nobody does it until they lose money. So I'm like, this guy's content gold. We got to bring Michael onto the Magic Hour. So he's coming next week. Let's go.
Let's go. I'm excited.
Yeah.
More guests. I want more guests. So that's great.
Yeah. What are you saying? What do you mean you want more guests? What, you bored? What shit is this? Yo.
You know, other voices are good too.
Fine.
So you're gonna be, oh man, you're gonna shake your head.
Oh,
so I had
Here we go. This is the way I'm gonna start my Monday. As if it wasn't insanity leading up until this very moment, you're gonna do this to me. Okay, go.
No, you're just gonna be like, have you learned nothing? So I had a great weekend. I, for the most part, just laid low, did some gardening, relaxed. And then I had a friend who wanted to send me some crypto. And so I said,
I'm scared for this.
Am I giving you anxiety?
Help me. Shout out, Dev. Oh my God, please help me.
So he said, give me your ETH address. And I was like, okay. And then I sent it. And then I was like, And I said, my bad, dude. I completely screwed up and sent you ETH on base.
Oh, no. Hey, at least I know this shit's working because Magic, that's okay. Because when someone asks for your public address, it's your EVM public address, which means Ethereum virtual machine. So any chain that uses the Ethereum virtual machine, which is Ethereum, Base, Optimism, Arbitrum, Binance, Avalanche uses the same public address. So, my dear friend, I inception something in there, which was like, this seems right. I'm going to do this. So that's correct. Don't worry about it. You're good.
But I didn't get it.
Wait, what?
But I didn't get what he sent.
He never sent it then.
No, he did. It's somebody I trust completely.
Uh-huh. Wait, was it a Coinbase address or like a wallet address?
Wallet.
Right. Okay. Because
So
you
wait,
operate
wait.
normally on the central.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. No. It's not bye-bye. Absolutely not. It really isn't. It should. Hold on a second. Let me just check something real quick before I talk out of my ace. The address is still the same, just FYI. It is the same for Polygon, for Binance, for this, for that. So wherever he sent it to, I mean, number one, confirm that he sent it. Like, I'm sure you trust him. I'm not saying he's untrustworthy. If it's emoji, I'm gonna kick your ass right now. I'm just saying right
It's
now.
not emoji.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, double check that they sent it. And if they did, you always want to get, like, the follow-up to that is send me the confirmation, right? Go to the Block Explorer, send me the confirmation link. You know how, like, you get a transaction confirmation every time you buy, sell, send, transfer crypto? He has a confirmation, he or she, whoever, have them send that to you so that you can then see where it is, because you should definitely have that. It's just on a different chain, or maybe you're viewing it in MetaMask or something. That you have to switch the chain to be able to see what you've received. Guys, it only took us 10 weeks and we literally got the basic 101 stuff cleared up. I'd say I call this progress magic. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, nobody can touch us out here. This is crazy.
All right, so I changed that.
You guys see the light bulb moment that went off when she was just like, oh, the chain.
I got it.
Hey! Wait, did you tell this individual that you didn't get it?
Yeah. And he's like, oh, well.
What the fuck? And y'all are just like, no big deal. Money gone. Poof. This is what I'm talking about. Y'all crazy. This is money. It's like, oh, how is this not the lead? Like, the first phone call, like, how did I not get a text? First off, the fact that I didn't get a text message, I'm not mad about it. I'm just saying, thank you for sparing me.
I thought you'd kill me. That's why.
Yeah, I knew it. She was like, she knows. She's like, I'm thinking to myself, like, she's probably thinking, like, he's gonna kick my ass if I tell him this. Yes. Yeah. But good job. Congrats on.
Yeah. I'm so glad I brought it up because now I found money. Yay!
Actually, guys, for the record, this may sound super scripted. I swear to God on everything that is holy, on Bubba, that this is not scripted, okay? Magic is in a league of her own. You understand?
It's
not
true.
Scripted at all.
And we're not saying if it's a good league or a bad league, but it's a league.
Yeah. This is you come here for entertainment, and then the 101, the crypto 101 stuff comes secondary, and then after that. But yeah.
Okay, moving on. See?
Yeah, that's right, Bildo. You see Bildo in the trenches vest. He didn't say Marty McFly.
It's still Marty McFly.
Don't hate.
If you had the color right, oh man, I would never let you live this down.
First off, I even have the matching like Reebok sneakers to go with it. All right, we be moving on up, moving on up. Now all we need is some what's it called? Some Crypto Magic Hour sponsors, and we're golden. You know what I mean? What's up with that? What's up? You're the pretty face out here. You should be the salesperson. What the heck?
You know I'm no good at sales.
Yeah, seriously. Sorry, give me one second. I'm just getting over this cold.
Man, you've been sick for a while.
Yeah, I mean, it's the tail end, so thankfully.
All right. So today, yeah, I said in the group chat that I feel like it's going to be let's scold magic for an hour.
The let's go magic for an hour. Yeah. Wait, what? Oh, the topic you mean.
Yeah. It's not my strong suit. We know this. And you giving me crap about it all the time.
Love is on fleek right now. You're like, eesh. Not only did I open with the wallet like bungle, but now we're going into literally never selling anything, like almost ever. Profit? What's that? Go ahead, tee it up.
Yeah. So today we're going to be listening to all of Dave's advice, not financial advice, just advice on when to sell, when to take profits, when to cut your losses. Are you
Sorry, it was just
signaling me?
I was signaling off camera. You know, my team off camera over here, aka Bubba and my parents. Yeah.
So, yeah, this is going to be an interesting one because I really suck at selling just about anything.
Mm.
Just about anything.
Hmm.
And I'm trying to learn, but get I get attached even to crypto.
I, I think so.
Why?
There's so many scenarios that we're gonna go through, but this is probably I think the top three is. I mean, let's just talk VV fam attachment, right? Like IP, there's love for these things. There's memories attached to this IP, growing up, yada yada. Then there's crypto FOMO, where it's just like, oh my god, it's gonna go to the moon, and it's like, no, it isn't. No, like hit the sell button. It's okay to take profit, and then and then there's the, oh, I bought it. You know, I bought this. This NFT or this crypto, this old NFT or crypto, it's going to have a comeback. And then you're like, and then when it finally does or does something, you're like, sell the freaking NFT and the crypto. But whatever, we're here. We're going to go through those. I'm going to berate everybody, just so you know.
Oh, yeah, it's not just me.
No, it's not just you. I'm sure everybody in the chat, shout out to the whole VV fam, obviously, that's here. There's a lot of people in this chat that are like nodding their heads, being like, yeah, Magic, hi. Like, I have the same disease. So yeah, hopefully we can.
Is it contagious?
Yes, it is. Very. And I hate it.
So, do you feel like you've always been strong at knowing when to sell, or is that something you've had to learn from mistakes early on?
Yeah, that it is only something that you can learn from your real money being on the line, like putting your money at stake or at risk, right? And then following that up with, do I actually have a plan to be able to profit from this investment trade, whatever you want to call it. And for me, I mean, look, it stems back really, really far, right? I worked on Wall Street for 11, 12 years. So that was like the first thing that they teach you is this is a profit-driven business. There is zero attachment to any of it because all we were doing is we weren't doing research and all this stuff. We were executing orders, right? As a market maker, we have to keep liquidity on both the buy and the sell side. So we provide, but the benefit that you get there as a market maker is we buy on the bid and sell on the ask, as opposed to the average investor that buys on the ask and sells on the bid. So we keep a spread. That's it. That's the only incentive you need. So there is zero attachment. We're looking to make money on every single trade that we execute. But I had to learn that the hard way, obviously, like in crypto as well. Maybe not the hardest way because I did have that foundation, but the NFT marketplace, oh my God, that was crazy. I don't know if I ever actually told this Vivi story, if you want to hear it.
Sure.
I mean, I profited. I did fairly well, like with Vivi, right? Like when you had the escrow groups on Telegram in the early days, and I'll admit it now. I mean, no harm, no foul. I mean, I'm in the process of getting the account unlocked, but and it wasn't because of gems. I'm just being funny. But yeah, I was, listen, for me, I came into this with one mindset into crypto, and you name it, it was make money. Like that's it. That I didn't have any intentions of building a Twitter Spaces marketing agency type business. None of it. But here we are, like it is what it is. But with Vivi, I saw the opportunity, and there's certain factors that go into it. And if anybody who remembers that big Vivi pump, right? If you got in early enough, like I think it was March or April of 21. And I was just accumulating. I was just buying stuff, right? Didn't really know what that was. Didn't like allocate a big ton of money. But bottom line is when that pump came in January, and you're looking at 1,000 to 5,000% returns on a $7 comic book, right?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, fine. There's no cash out officially, But there's another option out here. You'll take a haircut, but you're still seeing some insane money. So I cashed out. I think it was something like 50 grand when it was all said and done. That was after taking a 50% haircut. I mean, I had over 150,000 gems, but I was just like, I have to take this money, like I'm never going to see money, or this is at that point, that was the most money that I had seen, especially off of any NFT project at that point, in addition to the money that Vivi was making me on weekly or daily drops at that point, So anybody that's complaining about Vivi, by the way, miss me with all that. I don't want to hear it when it comes to money making. So stop it. Everyone stop it right now. But yeah, I took profit. I had a plan going into it, and I didn't care that there was no cash out option. If there was a cash out option some way, somehow, I was at least going to explore it. And I ended up actually executing on it. But that's the biggest piece, Magic. People don't have a plan.
Yeah, I think you're right. And I also didn't know that you had the financial banking and stock market experience.
What?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Like my first job, not my first job. My first job was terrible. It was with MetLife, selling insurance. It was terrible. Yeah, I'm gonna shift downstairs in a second. Yeah, my first real job out of college was, my cousin being like, "Yo, go get your Series 7." So I got my Series 7, 63, 55, all these fancy numbers, and I went to go work on a trading desk, and I became an official OTC equity market maker trader.
Why'd you leave it?
For every reason that I got into crypto, which I didn't even know about crypto at the time. That's why. I saw behind the curtain and I'm like, this is wild. This is absolutely crazy. Now, I want to say that's not the main reason. I want to take the moral high ground and be like, I have principles and but at the end of the day, I really just wasn't happy doing it. And that's one of the biggest contributing factors to it. Money can make you happy, guys, but it doesn't solve your problems at the end of the day. So I know we're here to make money and generational wealth and yada, yada. But at the end of the day, if you're not happy here, I didn't want to go to work. I had zero desire to go to work. It didn't matter. You could have told me $1 million, but it was really, really tough for me back then. And I walked away from a lot of money, unfortunately. But hey, looking back, you live, you learn.
What was I going to say? Well,
yeah. Alex gets it.
I think your passion and that you love this stuff really shows when it comes to crypto. So I'm happy that you're in a place where you're doing something that you actually enjoy, because that's a big thing.
Yeah. I mean, look, I know it sounds cheesy, but we say the cheesiest sayings on here, but to me, they have so much relevance where it's like, do something you love, you never work a day in your life. That's genuinely, and typically that's where you see people really excel and make the most money, is when you're doing something that you're passionate about, that you really give a shit about, that you believe in. So, because otherwise you're just a 9-to-5 employee working for somebody else. And I'm not knocking this at all. I literally did this for forever. But you're a 9-to-5 employee working for somebody else, and you don't have that vested interest. You're not an owner, right? You don't, I get it. There's risk involved there, but maybe we make that an episode in the upcoming ones, where it's being your own small business owner, and how does that actually work out here? AKA expose on me fully. Thank you very
much. Yeah, I mean, I completely resonate because I'm in a place, I've got to figure out how to monetize this a bit more, but I'm in a place where I'm doing what I love, because I had a career for a decade, and it was a really cool career. I got to, go on naval ships. I got to go to the top innovation companies in the world. I got to see people end their inventions and watch these things come to life. And it was really cool stuff. But
what did you, this is going to be a whole Dave Meet Magic, Magic Meet Dave moment. What are you talking about? What did you do?
My previous career.
Which is?
I was, it's very hard to explain. But I was a consultant with the Navy, Department of Energy, my local county. Yeah.
If we don't eclipse 3,000 views today after that news dropping, I'm tweeting that shit out. I don't care what you say. Like, this is crazy. Do y'all
Yeah, I
even
got to meet
know
like
the
I got to
pedigree
meet
of
the
that?
inventor of the internet, Vincent Cerf. Like,
That's cool. That is
it was
really
really
cool.
cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and it was like amazing experiences, but I just like I didn't have the passion behind it. Like I got paid well, I traveled a lot, but I just like I didn't have the passion there. And so I see that with all the stuff that I do now is I have the passion behind it. I want to show up and do this every day. So
Yeah.
your
See that?
typing is me again.
No, I know that's the YouTube one. I have my other one here, but you heard that, Bill, though? Magic met the inventor of the internet, not your dial-up AOL. Okay, buddy? Mom, I'm on the phone.
And I do believe that. Do you love? And one way or another, it'll figure itself out.
Yeah. Shout out,
And
Maisie.
in the
What up,
meantime, you
Mental
can't just sit back. You gotta get
Yeah.
out there and hustle. And I'm trying to do that more. And this
Good.
is a testament of that. This is something where I'm like having to push myself to just really get out there.
Yeah.
You know?
And kudos to you, Magic. Honestly, like you really did. Like you're, like we can sit and wallow, and this is what a lot of people do is you can talk about all the things that are wrong, or you can go out and fix those things, or go out and adjust to those conditions or whatever, and essentially take your game to the next level. So I'm happy to see that you're obviously doing that in everything that you're doing, and I hope people really heed that advice and that you lead by example. I'm serious, like for real. I really, really do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we're 20 minutes in. I guess we should like get on topic here.
Yeah, we should probably talk about some shit. You know what I mean? Like real stuff. Yeah. Shout out Mainzy, everybody that's in the chat. Tucson, Bildo, what up? Big A. Wait, who's Big A?
I'm Big A.
I thought Al Gore invented the internet.
I've heard that one before.
So you're saying you didn't meet Al Gore is what you're saying. Okay.
Did not, no.
Okay, fair. I was just gonna say that's like I remember when I first got into spaces, people were like, I invented the metaverse. And it was like, another one of these spaces with another person claiming to have invented the metaverse. Sure.
Okay, so
Yeah.
back to selling.
Yeah.
How do you know? How do you know when?
All right, you ready, guys? Listen, I need everybody to pay attention right now. Like, this is going to be the secret of the alpha of all alphas that you've ever heard in your life. Okay? You press the sell button. It's this red button, predominantly red on all platforms. The buy is the green one. The sell is the red one. When it shows, profit or P&L, and that shows green. I know that might seem a little contradictory. It's like it shows green, but I'm supposed to hit the red button. Yeah, that's kind of how it works. Green for profit or black for profit, and hit the red sell button, and you're good.
So
That's it.
you know,
Done. We're going home. We're going home.
episode over.
That's it.
You
Episode's
know,
over.
You know, we like some of the same comedies, right? Do you know?
No,
we don't. What
No.
quote came into my head?
Wait.
You were saying it's so simple.
So simple. Like 90% of the time, it works. Like 60% of the time.
No.
60% of the time. Oh, man.
You seen Zoolander?
Yeah, of course.
It's in the computer.
It's in the
It's
computer,
so simple.
and they're breaking the freaking the
They
translucent.
do the monkeys. They're acting
Oh.
like monkeys hitting it. That's a little bit popped into my head.
Oh my God! Look at this. We got culprit numero uno, culprit numero dos. These are the hodlers of all hodlers. They may end up looking like
Hey,
geniuses.
I am too. I am
Yeah.
too.
We'll talk about you guys have a disease, and we're gonna hopefully cure your disease by the end of this show. Like, I mean, really cure the disease. And when I do this, I mean like you're cured type of deal, you know?
Oh, Kiddix.
Kiddix!
I
What up,
miss
baby?
you.
Mi gente, what's good, bro? I love it.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Magic, I'm gonna move us. Dave, I don't know how to sell. I tried pressing the button, I just can't. Yeah, listen, it's Wheels. You're not alone. Don't worry. There's help. And this is it right here. We're gonna teach you and we're gonna train you on how to do this. But in the end, it's gonna come down to you. Okay. You're gonna have, if you need like a support group or something, Magic, maybe that's what we should do, an offshoot, like Crypto Magic Hour support group spaces. You know what I mean? to where it's like, guys, come on up. Don't
I
worry.
mean, hey, we did do really well with that last stream, so maybe there is an angle here.
You think I'm joking? I'm being dead serious. Like, this is content for days out here. I'm not even kidding. You know how many people are in the chat that probably aren't even saying that they round trip like already? Did someone say hodl? Oh, there he is. I don't even want to call him like Omi-Wan, what up, baby? Has never sold a single collectible on Vivi. And this is not just about Vivi. This is about just in general, right? And at the end of the day, that spills over sometimes into crypto. And I love Omi-Wan. He's like a holder of like every single meme coin that I put out. But profit is profit, guys. We got to take some profit. But shout out to Omi-Wan. What's good, my bro? It takes a skill or a plan to sell. Facts, Eddie. Facts.
And that was actually going to be my next question.
Yep.
Is so when you initially go into something, obviously you're not going to just buy something thinking like, oh, I'm going to lose money. But do you have like a number in your head of like, I'm getting just this smallest amount of return, boom, it's gone? Or like, how does
that's like that, like that's the most pressing question, right? It's like, when I buy something, am I supposed to have a plan for it? It's like, well, if you make an investment in the real world and someone comes to you with an idea and says, hey, I want you to invest in this idea, you're like, okay, great. And like, do you just invest and forget, like set it and forget it? And like, no, of course not. You have a plan, or at least a framework of a plan, right? I'm not saying like you need to sit down and come up with a super, super detailed plan. No, you're getting into this, you're getting into something, right? Whether it's a collectible, whether it's a crypto, a blockchain project, a protocol, you're getting in because you believe in something and the future of something, right? Why do you buy a stock or why do you buy equities, right, on the stock market? Because you believe inherently that the value will go up at some point, right? Just go all in. Yeah. Don't do that. Please don't do that.
That's a poker reference. That's squad.
Oh, I was going to say all in. That's another fallacy. Hold on one second, Magic. I'm just going to shift downstairs. There's a little background noise. Give me a second.
Intermission. Why do you have to mute while you're doing this?
Oh, so I don't know why to spare the actual noise, but
I'm staying with you. Like what?
I was gonna unmute and go, please enjoy this elevator music. Boop. Ba, da, 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 da. Oh. Guys, welcome to the dungeon. This is where I live. It is what it
There's
is.
your little window.
Here it is, it's like my little prison yard window. That's where I get to, I get 1 hour in the yard every day. It's nice. It's so nice. Listen, this is my life. I'm making sacrifices now, so I don't have to make those sacrifices later. You know what I mean? So I can benefit later. When you see Dave pivot, it's time to sell. I mean, probably. Yeah, for sure.
So, okay. On the loss side.
Yeah.
Are there ever times where something's going down? I mean, Bitcoin's a great example. But that's like Bitcoin's in its own league. But where you make the conscious decision to keep it because for whatever reason, maybe you've read up on there's a good white paper.
Stop right there. Whatever reason is not a reason. Okay, I want to be clear, and I'm not harping on you, but like a lot of people speak in those terms, and until you start talking about a real plan will never materialize, right? So why are you holding this, right? And this is where real time introspection needs to happen, because you have to look in the mirror and be like, what am I doing? Am I sinking my money into this? And I want to be clear on something. Collectibles and crypto are very different. NFTs and crypto are very, very different. Fundamentally, they're different. Like investment-wise, they're different. Trading, they're very different, right? And we can go into kind of like the differences so people genuinely understand how your plan should ultimately differ or adjust, like given whichever one you're using. And I think that's a problem in and of itself because people don't know how to differentiate both, let alone this is probably the first time that most people in this space are dealing with any sort of financial instrument as, maybe they've never had even if you have a 401k, you're not the one buying and selling anything. You're just contributing, right? So being able to actually do these things, but how Excuse me. But how do you, whatever reason, I guess the point is, whatever reason needs to be a real reason. Okay. And that could
That's
be,
fair.
yeah. And Magic, that doesn't have to be, I've done extensive research and I read all these research papers and blah, blah, blah. I mean, it should be that. And you don't have to read those. You can literally have Junie or GPT or Claude or any of these AIs do it for you. Grok is the perfect example for you lazy fucks out there. Like, you're on Twitter, just use Grok. Like, Grok, I'm buying X amount of this and I'm putting my money into it, right? Like, is that a good investment? Yes or no? Give me a full-on analysis on what you think. Just get another set of eyes, ears, and so on, so that you can, so ultimately, like, you can genuinely understand, like, is this actually good? But the decision is going to come down to you and you alone. So look, the reason has to be real. We can go into some of the reasons why, but I mean, you have to know that, right? Like, I can't give you that answer, right? Yeah, whether you believe in the protocol, you believe in what they're doing, that's one thing. But you have to, if it's a significant amount of money, if it's whatever, 30, 40 bucks, I mean, but if it's 30, 40 bucks 10 times a week, maybe that's a different story. Maybe that itself in and of itself should have a plan. But yeah, like, if it's a decent enough amount of money and it's something that you really believe in, there's a very specific type of strategy for investments and holdings and positions like that. And it starts with knowledge. So yeah, you should definitely be utilizing a lot of AI resources, but put together a plan. Yeah.
Are there certain things that you're in, though, where you don't sell and cut your loss, and
There has been.
you've done whatever research, and so you hang on?
Yeah, 100%. Like, we talk about this all the time, right? You'll see people get disillusioned by the timeline. They think everybody else is making money except them. I'm gonna say something that people are probably really gonna relate to, right? I bet you at some point, probably everybody in this chat was like, I don't know how this happens, but every time I sell something, it goes up like the next day. Right? There it is, right?
That's
like,
happened. Yeah.
that's the most common. It's like, dude, but I'm serious. It every single time. No, it doesn't happen every single time. It just happens to where that's the only thing that you remember, and it takes hold in your brain. This concept takes hold in your brain, or that emotion takes hold in your brain, and you're like, I don't know how to deal with this. So it just holds on to that just dead baggage, when in reality, there's going to be a million other plays. Like, sell, profit, loss, or otherwise, whatever your plan says, and move the F on. But yeah, we used to call it, like, on Wall Street, we used to call it taking your medicine, right? There used to be a guy that came around every 2 weeks, excuse me. Man, sorry.
So attractive.
What am I supposed to do? Let my nose run on stream? Like, and it's all this, like, I got snot hanging out here. This is the realest show you guys are ever going to find. People get sick. It is what it is. But the saying on Wall Street used to be take your medicine. And we used to have our own internal and external auditors that would come walk around the trading floor to every single trader and ultimately look at, like, their entire sheet of positions. Cause we used to manage, each trader had around 400 stocks, like a book, what they call a book. And it's like, you're losing money on this, you're losing money on this, you're losing money on this, you're losing money on this. And see, this is what I'm talking about. You could give people gold and they're like, there's nose. That's what people are going to remember from this stream, Magic. As crazy as that sounds. So we got to find ways to work in nose, either emojis or analogies into this whole thing. Okay. But bottom line is, people go around and they start what's called marking position. Like, the auditor goes around and starts marking positions. You don't have that in crypto. You're responsible for your own money. There is no hired, I mean, you can hire an auditor if you want, right? But you're responsible for your own money. And the majority of people, if I'm being honest, 90% of you are not equipped to manage your own wallet. You don't know what that means, let alone like significantly high dollar positions. And the only way you actually learn how to do that is by doing that. So yeah, you see what I'm talking? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Bubba, where you at? Come, get up here. Hurry up. We need to change the
You
topic.
can distract with the dog.
Yeah. Hi, Bubs. Come. You want to play? You want to play? Come over here.
My God.
Go.
Oh.
Let's see. Watch. This is how Web3 is. Now it's gonna be like, ooh, dog, baba. Either that, or they're still gonna try and cook me and be like, no, we're still stuck on the nose thing.
Yeah, probably.
If you can't see the blurred out, there's two big ass middle fingers sticking up at all of you right
I
now.
love that it's blurring them.
I hate that shit.
Censored.
My back. I'm going back to Cool's living room. I like that one so much better.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm totally guilty though of that whole mental aspect that you were talking about, and selling something and then immediately going up, and you're like, every time. Or what I do more often is I buy something and it immediately goes down.
Yeah.
And I feel like I have horrible timing. So then I'm like, well, then I'll just sit with it. I'll just
Okay,
sit
so
here with it and hold it to the depths of the ocean.
But it didn't go up. What happened? Numbers supposed to go up. Let me tell you something. Like 98.9% of the trades or positions you're going to put on, I have news for you. In case you don't know, you're never going to call the bottom. Okay. I've maybe called 3 or 4 bottoms. Pause. That sounds crazy. I've maybe called 3 or 4 bottoms in my entire like trading crypto and Wall Street career. I mean, real bottoms, right? Everyone can scream and shout like, I called this and I called that. Yeah, right. Impossible. It's impossible. So if you know that going into a trade or an investment or opening up any sort of position, then that actually needs to play into your strategy. Do you think that you're the messiah of crypto, everybody? Like, no, you're not. I have news for you. You're not. You're not going to be like, oh, I should buy. Hold on, let me think. Wait a minute. So I should buy Ether. I should buy Bitcoin at 107,000. Yeah, we're at 87,000 now. So odds are you're not going to buy lows. The odds of you buying highs are actually much higher than they are of you buying a low. Why is that? FOMO, because you follow the herd. You have to stop with the nonsense, stop following the herd, become the leader of your own pack. God damn, I'm so inspiring right now. Become the leader of your own pack, okay? Form your own opinions about the investments that you're making with your money, and I promise you your success rate will go up. The name of this game is buy low, sell higher, not buy lowest, sell highest. It's impossible. And it drives me crazy when people I hear in spaces, whether it's any sort of investment. Oh, but you don't lose money until you sell. I'm sorry. No. You bought at this price. The market is now 90% cheaper. Okay. You've lost money, because the reality is if you want to go sell whatever that coin or token is, you're getting 90% less. So yes, you've lost money. You've convinced yourself in your mind, but it's not showing on my little cool fucking interface over here. So that means that I'm good. And crypto companies need to be better at that, at just showing people's losses, like probably more prominently than they do their profit in any platform, because we barely have P&L. People don't even know the investments they make. I ask people, oh, you put money into this? Yeah. Where'd you get in? I don't remember. Huh? What do you mean you don't remember? What do you mean you don't remember? That means that you went along and followed the herd, right? You were one of the masses following the asses, is what I like to call it, right? Like you either listened to an influencer, somebody in a space was gassing up some project or token or whatever, and it's like, yeah, that's what you did. And contrary to popular belief, people are like, Dave, isn't that what you do? Fuck no, it's not what I do. Absolutely not. I tell people, like, the stuff that I talk about is stuff that it's either one of two things. Either shit that I really believe in, that I have put my money behind. Newsflash, I'm not right, not even close to 80, 90% of the time. I'm right 60 to 70% of the time. And for me, that's been a winning strategy. And that should be the same thing for everybody. But what I do is we try to educate people, just like on this stream, to essentially like have the tools, the knowledge, the plans, hopefully, to be able to do this on their own, because that's what this thing is about, right? Is essentially you being in charge of your own money, but that comes with responsibility.
Want to address the question?
On cutting losses if thesis change. Great question, Big A. Great question. A lot of people, what happens? Let's lay out the scenario. They'll buy something, and like Magic just said, it goes down, and it's like, okay, that should be expected because again, you are not the market messiah. It's going to go down. So what do? When I say have a plan, guys, I swear to you, this is not complicated. I'm not trying to be smart or funny. It really isn't complicated. What it requires is your time. And I'm going to give you guys another cheesy saying. Time in the market will always outlast trying to time the market. Okay? And what I mean by that is if you're someone like, for those in the VV fam, what makes CB or Prop or these guys such great, like, and Village, such great market intelligence guys is they've spent countless hours on the marketplace, understanding the entire landscape, right? And probably every comic and collectible on the app, the given market, who the players are, like what's happening. Because for those that remember Wall Street, like information is power, right? That's what it is. And that's the name of the game. So you have to accumulate enough information to get your checklist and be like, bum, 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 bum. But how do you, like, what happens if the thesis changes, right? Because again, we're not right like the majority of the time. So what do? Number one, you have to have some sort of like, I got to pull the ripcord with this. Because you know that old saying that we always talk about that you probably hear in every single stream in space where someone says, don't invest more than you're willing to lose. And it's like, that goes here and out here. And the only reason why it does that is because it's been said so much. Dolos is not for Landy. Yeah, it's true. Landy's literally like the best trader ever. I'm so lying, but that's what he says. We'll see. But if you genuinely, okay, don't put more than you're willing to lose. And what I mean by that is, because that can mean a few different things. That could mean I bought this and for $100 and I don't care if that $100 goes to zero. I'm okay with it because I think that $100 could turn into $1,000 in X time frame, right? Whatever that is. At a basic level, that's your strategy. But if it does, like, so now if it goes down, you don't care, right? Like you invested that $100 expecting to never see it again. But the reality is the degens in crypto, and probably a lot of us here in this chat, we all start off at the same point where it's like, I don't want to lose that money. No, I don't have $100 to throw away. I'm not Richie Rich out here. So what do? If you have a plan, ultimately, you need to decide what level do you want to start either scaling out of your position or cut the loss, right? So if I'm down 10%, 15%, 20%, 30%, right? It's better to lose 30% on a position than watch it like lose the next 100, like 70% ultimately, right? So that you lose a full 100%. We get caught in this rat race of like, I'm just watching it go to zero. But why? Why? Think about the opportunity cost on the other side. There are so many opportunities. I mean, we talk about all this shit on this show. If you would just, but there's a statistic, I got to find the statistic. But if every degen in crypto, instead of buying meme coins or any other bullshit, actually dollar cost average into Bitcoin and was just buying like $50 a Bitcoin every time they bought a meme coin, they'd be at like almost everybody would be millionaires at this point. As crazy as that sounds, if you were doing that. That's what you need to do. So scaling out of your position or just pull the ripcord, right? If you're taking the position saying, I think this is really the low, I'm going to give myself a 10 to 15% buffer, but at 20%, I'm gone. But people don't like to lose. And that's why I'm saying these platforms need to blatantly tell people you're losing on this, right? Like, and that needs to be, and at that point, you as the trader, investor, whoever, that needs to click something and you're like, I'm losing on this. Again, Mental Health Monday, you need to speak that into existence. I'm actually losing on this. And then at that point, it's up to you what to do, right? But if you follow the script that you created for yourself, and you don't veer off that script, the law of averages takes over and you will have no choice but to be profitable. I mean, unless you're the worst investment or trader on the planet. But if that's the biggest step, and I promise you the majority of people can't even get there, but I'm imploring everybody, all 800 actually on the dot, all 800 of you right now, to genuinely just sit down with yourself or an AI and just talk about the things that interest you, find those opportunities in the given sectors out here if they exist, and start exploring those ecosystems. Don't just go throw your money away anywhere, because then it's like, huh? What? Why? Care about your money. Care about it. So cutting your loss is just as, taking your medicine is just as important as being able to take profit, because look, we just got to be right 65 to 70% of the time. You don't need to be right 100%. You're not going to be right 100%. But if you can be right more than you're wrong, you win.
It's a nice little soapbox rant you did there.
You like that? I know. I go on, but it's like you said, I'm passionate about this shit. I've taken these L's for I've taken L's. So there is no need for anybody that's listening to this to have to go through any of that. Like, all you have to do is listen. I'm gonna channel my inner Michael K from MetaMask and be like, but it doesn't matter what I say. People here aren't gonna listen to me. Are you? What if we created an incentive? What if we created an incentive for people to actually do something? Meaning, like, if you actually created a plan, that's like one thing. Maybe we can, I don't know, this has to be something maybe in Web3 somewhere where it's like, if you created a plan, you get X. If you created a plan and then actually executed on part of that plan, now you get X plus Y. If you created a plan, executed on the whole plan, like, and you actually made money, now you get X plus Y plus Z. Like, to me, that just, I mean, X plus Y equals Z, but that just seems, in my brain, my autistic fucking brain, that just makes really simple sense. But I understand that a lot of people have a million other things going on. So hopefully if you're taking the time out to actually watch this stream and look at Magic's like really confused face and me on the soapbox for 40 minutes. Yeah.
Thanks.
Not a back to the
You still win.
best, okay? This is not
You
a
still win with the nose. You still win with the nose. I know you're trying to level the
Stop it.
playing
You're
field here.
supposed to be my co-host. You're not here for these people. These people are here for us, okay? God. Shout out
I
Beaver
do have a
Nose.
question.
Yeah.
With this, when you buy something, how often? Because we talked about limit orders and that kind of stuff. How often do you use that sort of like as a safety net that, like, hey, I'm going to go to bed. I just bought this. I don't know what it's going to do, but if
Yeah.
it's going to go down more than this, I want it gone. Do you
Yeah.
do that? Do you utilize that a lot?
So I want to be clear on the verbiage that we use, because limit orders should not be
Yeah, sorry if I
safe.
say it.
No.
Yeah,
That's
sorry
okay.
if I say it
That's
the
okay.
wrong way.
That's the point of this, Magic. Like that's perfect. What I want people to understand is, right? Because your mindset is now probably everyone's shared mindset where they're like, oh yeah, limit orders, come to save the day. I can go to sleep. Shout out, Big A. But it's like, no, that's just for meme coins. We were talking about meme coins, okay? Like, put in limit orders or just don't go to sleep when you buy meme coins. This is not that. We're talking about the other 99% of the shit that we're doing out here other than meme coins, right? Like, look, limit orders are a great way to take profit, because what that does is, and this is a big concept too, which I'll go into, not another soapbox rant, hopefully, but emotion has no place in crypto or in trading. Magic, I'm gonna say that again. Emotion has no place in crypto or trading.
That's easier said than done.
I'm gonna let that land for a second. Yep, I'm gonna wait till that land. I really have to blow my nose again, but oh my god, I refuse to. So I'm just gonna sit here and sniffle because you guys are idiots and I'm out of tissues. Yeah. Emotion, Magic. What place does it have in crypto?
Dude, that ding is like hurting my ear.
Okay,
Your
fine.
notification things are killing me.
Listen, I'm a busy bee. I need to be in tune with what's going on. That's maybe I should just shut off the notification settings in Telegram, but whatever, that's fine. It is what it is.
Okay. You want to address this one?
Yeah. Magic, I'd like it if you read them. Like, it's nice when you read it. It's like it makes me feel like we're a team.
Oh.
It's not just me talking. You know?
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
Dave, once you believe the top of the bull market is in, do you sell everything, including BTC, or just sell your second tier stuff and hodl BTC through cycles?
So this is what I guess, and great question, Richard. It's a really, really legitimately good question. You need to change the mindset, right? When to sell is 100% up to you. I don't know what your financial situation is. I don't know what Magic's is. People probably know mine, but I mean, yeah, but nobody knows another person's financial situation, right? Like, we just don't know, right? Like, I have no idea if you selling Bitcoin, right, when it hit 107,000 means life-changing money for you, right? I don't know that. But I think the way in which, like, if I can give you maybe like the simplified like cheat code for it is BTC is the hodl asset, retirement asset for me, right? I'm not selling unless something is really like, I'm not selling Bitcoin, right? I'm custodying my Bitcoin. I'm earning yield on my Bitcoin. Like, that's it. That's what I'm doing, along with a few other like Bitcoin related, or as Landy would say, Bitcoin adjacent projects. But it's not tier 1, tier 2. What do I sell? What do I not? You're looking at it the right way in terms of, well, this is Richard's portfolio. Great. But each of these, and that has its own thesis, but each of these investments need to have a very specific plan for that thesis to make sense. And whether that's short-term plays, trades, throwaway money in memes, long-term play, BTC, right? This is the stuff that you got to think about, because they all fall into specific categories. So the more granular you can actually get with this stuff, I think the better off people are going to be, and really realize, because it's really simple things. 818 viewers. I don't know why I always catch these weird numbers, but yeah. But yeah, guys, like, the more attention to detail that you put into this, and the more you relay it to, why are you doing this? Why are you buying this? Answer basic questions. Is it for community, just to be part of something? That's totally fine. Is it to really like, on the other side of the spectrum, is it really to generate like and earn life-changing money? Right? Life-changing money this is not, when we say life-changing money, it's not, people associate that with, am I going to hit the lotto? Am I going to 10,000x meme coin? No, that's not what it is. Like, being able to actually accumulate generational wealth is work day in, day out, dollar cost averaging on the plays that you really have conviction in. And I think, like, look, I don't have conviction in a lot of stuff, but that's the majority of what I do out here is I go try and find projects to understand what they're doing. And if there's something associated with them and I see a market and I start hearing the chatter, maybe there's some money to maybe put over there. But nothing gets more money than, for me personally, than Bitcoin. But yeah, get granular with your strategy and with your plan. Go.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh my God. Magic is killing me right now. Oh.
Just go off to the side a little.
I don't have a tissue right here. Actually, no, that's not a tissue. It would have to be an off-camera thing because I didn't prepare well as usual. And you get weird when I get off stream. You get like you.
I do. I don't like it.
Like deer in headlights. So we're gonna have to.
Yeah, you got to suffer through it.
Yeah, yeah, guys. You see what I do for you? Do you see what I do for you? You're welcome.
So, are you, speaking of being prepared, are you prepared to show us
She's gonna do it.
some of your real experience with selling for profit or knowing when to cut losses? Oh, the sound.
You can hear it. Yeah, I could have muted, but I didn't. Never. Shut up, Bubba. Don't look at me like that. They're roasting me out here.
See, he's even judging you. He's even judging you.
Bro, What do you like? Why are you blowing your nose on stream? Like, I don't know. What do people do? Yeah. Sorry, what was the question?
Oh Lord.
I panicked.
Did you do your homework?
Oh, no, of course I didn't. It's been crazy, and yeah, but I think there is a tab in Coinbase that I can show. I just need to log into Coinbase. I just need to understand. I need to really be prepared with the backlash that's going to come. Where it's like, you saw this? Oh my god! It's like, yo, chill out. Okay, I lose money on a lot of things. I think that's a reality that people don't genuinely get. Like, they probably look at me and they're like, oh, you're doing this and blah, blah, blah. We're the idiots. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm out of tissues. Thank you, Parker. Well said. But yeah, no, I can definitely pull up my Coinbase account, or actually like my my MetaMask. There's newer tools out here too, right? So for anybody that's out there using BankerBot, shout out to Viper and that crew. P&L is essential. So any platform that you're going to be using, like if they don't have like a P&L tracker, chances are you can go find one that does, unless this platform is doing something really unique. But understanding like how much money, like the basics of how much did I put into this shit, where am I at now, and what is my ultimate goal? And like where am I at now, meaning have I made money, have I lost money, is probably something people should want to know about their wallets, right? Like you should know that any account that you have, because we just throw shit willy-nilly. But that's kind of at the crux of it too, is like, if you don't give a shit to just throw money at meme coins and this and that, you're probably not going to give a shit to really like understand and make a plan for all this stuff. So, and that's no shade to anybody. Look, y'all are here for the vibes. Shit, I was here for the vibes for a long time, but I can't help but chase the money for me, right? Like, but it's people, then money. Like it's the people and community for me. I can go get my money like doing this other stuff, right? But it's the people and community that I think is going to be paramount. But let me see if I can log into either Coinbase or my MetaMask portfolio and be able to show you guys. But buy me some time, Magic. I need to I'm doing the work now. Shout out to the 828 people.
Yeah, all I know is you're giving great advice of actually looking at what your profit versus losses as an overall, rather than just like focusing in on day to day.
Either or, I'm okay. I mean, start somewhere, right? Even if it's on day to day, I'm okay with that. Like, I'm fine. Magical Blur knows about it. You see this? I just want you to know, you perpetuate this. Do you understand? You perpetuate. Like, look at you. If just creep Dave.
It's too good.
Oh my God. You see what I'm talking about? Now you got them examining my wallets, my NFL champion.eth. Oh, see, there you go, Emma. See, Viper did the homework for me.
Man, he's fast.
He's fast. Yeah. Viper, what tool are you actually using like for something like that? Because the NFL champion, what's it called? .eth, like that wallet address only came into it, like it came. I only attached that ENS like at a certain point, so that's probably up to a certain point. It's probably higher than that. I'm just saying, not to brag, but whatever. Yeah. But yeah, but this other thing too. The majority of wallets, oh my God, I'm actually going to say this, like I'm channeling Landy right now for sure. Landy, I don't even know if you're in the chat, but if you are, you're welcome. So the majority of stuff that people are going to do, if you have what's called smart, like wallet hygiene, right? Like people know NFL champion.eth, right? So I use that wallet sporadically for like random things, like exploratory plays, total like long shot plays, or stuff I want to kind of get into, right? Like you'll never see a position greater than like $1,000 in those wallets, right? Or cumulative. So it's like, that's where I kind of like, that's my play money, where I'm just like, I need to understand what's going on. So I'll put it here, especially if I talk about something, that's where I'll put it. But guys, at the end of the day, like you're not giving away your bank account, right? Like you're not letting me examine your banking transactions, right? You're not letting me see how much you paid in ATM fees over the last month or how much you were overdrawn, right? You're not letting me do that. So smarter people, privacy is a really, really big deal. But For me, why not? Like, throw yourself on the throw. Magic is like, yeah, show us your P&L. Like, we don't care. Fine. I'm finding it.
You acting like I just brought this up. This was part of the plan, and you were completely on board. So don't you throw me under the bus like that.
Oh my God, she literally. I've been preaching. This is Magic. You need to get on my team because I've been preaching to everybody now. Execute the plan. Like, create a plan and execute the plan. And you're telling me now we created a plan, but I didn't execute the plan. Mistakes happen along the way. Life happens. That's not an excuse, guys, okay? Even I need to take my own advice for other things. But yeah, let me see one thing really quickly, because obviously, like, my Coinbase account is you can't have two Coinbase accounts, right? So I just want to make sure that, I'm not like bearing my soul, but I would gladly show you guys like losing trades where I took hits, man. I took real hits, but think about it, right? How are you supposed to make, like, if you want to hit like home runs, then you got to, like with home run money, then you have to take home run shots. If you're just going to sit in the trenches and slow bleed and die a slow death, $20, $20, $20, $20, $20, that's up to you too. I think your chances are a lot lower there, but it is what it is. But maybe you just find plays that can ultimately yield you money, because a lot of times at Magic, I can't tell you how many times, like, whether it's, me talking about a certain protocol or token or whatever, and people see it and they see an opportunity and maybe they go out and buy it. I don't know. But I've bought it. Like, I've bought something, right? And if I'm talking about it, then obviously, like, I'm passionate about it. But if I make, did you see this in the chat the other day where I said, I'm officially an XRP holder again, right?
Yeah.
I said, I'm officially an XRP holder again. I'm like, I bought 1,000 XRP. I'm like, but if XRP goes over $3 today, I am going to be the shortest XRP holder, because for me, my plan, the name of the game is I mean, that's as clear as it gets. If I make $500 to $600 in a day, my life, my work experience, my everything has never, almost ever, allowed me to make 500. That's a really great day. If I could have came home and said, I made $500, $600 today, who wouldn't want to go tell their friends, their family, whatever? I made $600 today. Doing what? I bought this here and I sold it there. Yeah, cool. That's amazing. Yeah.
How'd that work out for you?
XRP, I'm still holding it. It didn't go to $3, so I still like it. Now that's actually a really good question. Now my thesis changes, right? Now it's like, I went from, can this be a momentum play for the day, right? And if it was, I'm out. Why does it have to do this to me? It's like when you get, like, you can't, like, even if you sniffle, like, it's not going anywhere,
This is I'm just loving it.
The beads of sweat. My eyes are going to start tearing up in a minute. This is crazy. But your thesis changes, right? And like any good plan, you have to adjust, right? The plan from 2021 is not the plan, for a specific project, is not the plan today. Variables change, right? Things change, right? If everything stood the same, the space would suck. I mean, probably be a lot easier to manage, right? But ultimately, no, it isn't. It really isn't. So your thesis and your plan, I mean, your thesis could stay the same, but your plan needs to change a little bit, right? Change with, like, what's going, like, what is the investment telling you? What are the founders telling you, right? What is the news that's coming out? What is the, because we talk about indicators a lot, right? What is there's social indicators, there's technical indicators, there's general market sentiment, right? What are the fundamentals? Like, as a business, does this make money? Is this a sound investment, right? If that falls into that category. What does the community look like? What does the customer base look like, right? I just thought of, like, I can put together kind of like a checklist for you guys after this. I say that a lot and I never really follow up on things like this, but Magic, can you hold me accountable to this? Because I feel like that would be really helpful for people. You're like, what did you just say?
Yeah.
Creating a
Sorry
checklist.
for the message.
creating a checklist for people of kind of Dave did not sell it. Now he's a community member. You see, I didn't sell, and now I become a community member. That's really the ethos. It's like if you hold on to something long enough, eventually you now become the CTO. Like this is a community takeover. But Magic, I was saying a checklist for people it's just kind of like action items, like in terms of what do I need? Like what does a plan consist of, right? Starts with research. Who are the founders? What does the company do? Do they make money? What is your goal, right? Like the things that people will never do, we have to just put that down on paper to say that we did it for people so that they can never go do it.
Are you like wanting to do that for yourself or to put it out there for people?
You put it out there, but not like, I mean, I can give my plan and my checklist, right? But every checklist is going to be different. The same way that, the same way that, we don't have the same financial goals, right? I don't know anybody else's situation, but I mean, I was going to go.
How's that login going?
Right here. Hold on. Let me see. Buy me some time. You know what I mean?
How long does it take to log in?
To log in is one thing, but I got to go through transactions because I obviously didn't do the work, the preparation work for this to be able to show you guys. Actually, wait a minute. I have losses all over my timeline. What am I talking about? I never talk about like, oh, I made so much money on this. I talk about the shit that I lost on too. Hold on one second. Let me go to my profile because there is tons of stuff that I created where I'm like, what did I learn in crypto this week? And I'm like, I bought this, I bought this, I bought this, and I lost money on this, and this, and I'm down. Give me what I learned in crypto. How do I search my profile? Okay.
I find that I have the search function doesn't really help me.
Because you're using it on mobile. You have to
Why
use.
Does that make a difference?
It makes a difference because there's an advanced search feature on Twitter where you can literally break it down by account, keywords, the whole 9 yards. Here, watch. What I learned let me share my screen so you guys can actually follow along because
That'd be helpful.
Yeah, if Magic's just going to freeze up and not say anything, it's like, hold up.
I mean, I can talk about your nose some more if you like.
No. I paid good money for this nose. It's obviously not holding up. I want a refund. It is what it is. Hold up here. Oh man, just make sure I'm not on like my DM tab because there's some crazy stuff in those DMs. Okay. What I learned in crypto. Okay, so anything that you put, just FYI, guys. So anything that you put in the search feature. So this is simply if you're on your profile page or your home page or whatever, but go to your profile page. Okay. I just remember this name of the post. You could look for people, groups, something that was on your account. So I just remember I titled the name of this thread, what I learned in crypto what I learned or what I did in crypto this week, something like that. Right. So you then have the advanced search feature here, which you don't have on mobile. So when you click on advanced search, so I'm going to type in what I think it was learned or what I did in crypto this week. And so this means I could search all of these words, right? If I do that, that's going to show me across all of Twitter, but I can go and do it just for my account, right?
Yeah.
And then be able to see. And now, unless you want it for that one specifically, so I might have to put it in quotes so that it looks for just this. Now, if I don't remember what I did or learned, then maybe. Nope. What I learned. Oh, okay, that's great. This is always working out just the way we like it. This is so ridiculous. No, not. No, wait.
You're hurting me.
What? I'm just trying to, guys. I'm learning this just like you guys are. Leave me alone. Running. Leave me. I mean, no, but I've been using advanced search for a minute. So hold on. Let me just see. Here, so I can do my account. And then what did I mention in there? What's happening? This exact phrase. So yeah, like I did losses or losing money. Let's just see that. Where does Dave talk about losing money? Oh, goes back to 2021.
Oh Lord.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see. On your data, there's Buildo. Look, there's you and me. This is like memory lane magic, 2021. Okay, already episode. Okay. When are you post like that? Latest media.
I think we may have to go back to a wallet here.
Okay, fine. I thought this was going to be a lot better, but you're right. If I did prep for this, it'd be a lot easier. For the record, this is not just FYI. This is not like Twitter Spaces, okay? So if people are going to come with us like live and we're going to do a stream, we don't need to fill like dead air, okay? You guys can be patient for like 2 minutes or 20, however many it takes me to focus, okay? Yeah, it is what it is. Let me see.
All right, I'm going to take this off the screen while you're getting that other tab.
Okay, you got it. Okay, MetaMask portfolio. Yeah, Coinbase is a little much. Yeah, ma! The meatloaf! No, sorry about that. No, thanks. This is it. This is as real as it gets, kids. If you don't think that I'm sacrificing for you guys,
I'm going to cry.
okay? If you don't think for a second that I am sacrificing for every single thing, okay? Every one of you. I live in this dungeon because it allows me the ability to do the things that I do here. Also allows me to stack a lot of money, but it's still.
I came prepared with tissue, by the way.
I hate you. I'm gonna mute you for 1 second. When I gotta reply to that.
Oh. Man, you literally made me cry. That was that was gold. That was gold. He's entertaining. You got to give him that. Why are we muted? Are we doing the nose thing again? I can't feel space. Did she have an exorcism?
No. I had to get my lunch order in, and
Are you having meatloaf?
no meatloaf. Listen, somebody else would have been like, "Oh my god, shout out!" This is how real this gets, guys. Okay, this is it. All right, this is it. You understand? You got to make sacrifices in life sometimes. At the end of the day, shout out to the folks living in a dungeon. You know what I mean? My co-host, obviously, it is. Yeah. Don't ever put up a Buildo like comment on this show ever again. Do you understand? Ever. All right. Buildo is persona non grata. That's it. Buildo. That's enough.
All right.
You see?
Are we
OVR.
ready?
For what? We're moving on. Okay. I'm gonna put together checklists. We're not gonna beat me down over this unpreparedness. Understand? Okay. MetaMask portfolio. It's a whole thing. I gotta export the file and process it. But you guys have my word. I will the checklist and this I will do. So you guys, and I'll pull some tweets so you guys genuinely can see what I'm talking about. I honestly, like, I dropped the ball. I didn't have enough time to prepare for this.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, Magic, this is probably like one of the better attended shows that I do, and I mean probably that you do also. I mean, let's be serious, you know what I mean? But as fancy as you
Are
are.
you throwing some shade at me right
No,
now?
I'm not. What I'm saying is we probably owe it to ourselves and the listeners to probably dedicate more time to actually doing this. So yeah, like doing this and then the follow-up content and the preparedness. And it wouldn't be an episode of Magic Hour if I didn't do that.
You did good today, though. I think that's the first time.
Really? That's right. Yeah,
Think
I do a
so.
lot of this. Right, the jazz hands are in
Yes.
effect totally, but air quotes only happen once. You're welcome.
Twice now.
Yeah. I need to go see what's being said because on the Twitter comment because I see just YouTube comments and I know everything comes from Twitter. If y'all are out there cooking me on the Twitter timeline, I'm telling you right now. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just throwing veiled threats, okay? It is what it is. I need to see what's happening over here. How bad is it, Magic?
I don't know. I haven't seen.
Oh
And
my god,
we're gonna do
Magic, I
what?
literally opened up my X and I was just like, 3 notifications, that's it? I'm so proud of you guys. Nobody cooked me for anything. Yeah, right. I literally I realized I was on the Wag Me Hub account. Let me go switch back to my account. 20 plus. Yeah, here it is. This is the real. You guys are real ones. I just want you to know. Thank you. Oh, not much on the timeline. Thanks, guys. Thanks a lot. This is
Well, now
great.
you're putting it in their heads.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's not very smart.
Yeah, you know what else isn't smart? Blowing your nose on
Blowing
stream.
on stream.
What are you supposed to do? Can somebody create me a checklist on like the do's and don'ts of like live streaming? For fuck's
You
sake.
gotta do the sinus rinse before you go on stream.
Yo,
There's
Randy
nothing in
talks
there.
to a fucking a dog, okay, who KC thought was like an Egyptian cat, okay, like and literally goes meow meow. I don't want to hear nothing, okay. If I'm getting cooked out here for doing a basic human thing, like, cook that. That's crazy. That is crazy, Magic.
He talks to a dog.
Hey, Dashi. Huh? Wait,
That's pretty good.
yo, who you bro? Who you talking to? Meow meow. I remember, yo, can we just be here for a second? Like, do you remember the first time you actually heard that? The first time I heard, nobody prepared me for that. I was not prepared to see or hear that, and I was like, "What's that? What is going on?" There was an advertisement on the refrigerator, like with people's names that apparently get 5 figures, and we're out here, literally, like, what are we doing out here? Putting a piece of paper on a board. Shout out to Randy. Yo, that's crazy. And it was like you're talking to what we know now is a dog, obviously, Casey, but thank you for those laughs. I guess I kind of see it. We can't help it. We just roast everybody. Like, it's just, if it's a funny moment, it's a funny moment. But yeah.
Did you miss my cats today?
No, I didn't. And did you lock them up?
I did. I missed them though.
Yo, why did you have to say that? Now I'm gonna get all the cat hate now. All of the cat, like, Dave made me do it. For the record, I didn't make her do shit.
You said, Magic, you better not have those cats around next week.
That could be misinterpreted. That could be construed in many different ways. You know, that could be just metaphorically, or not.
I don't want to see those cats on stream.
I probably did say, literally, don't bring those cats on stream. That's probably what I did say. Yo, to all you people that are the cat people that are about to give me hate, suck it. I don't want to hear it. All right.
Wow. And yet we had to sit here and watch your dog.
Yo, my dog came up.
You see the double standard?
Bubba's cute as hell. He came over with the toy in his mouth, wanted to play. Like, your
my kids are cute.
Your cat didn't. All right, they're cute, cool. Like, cats and kittens are like fun to watch on the internet. In real life,
you are watching mine on the internet.
Yeah, like, that's okay. Like, I mean, that's fine. I mean, granted, it takes time away from us. Like, and it's pretty much an ego thing. Like, stop stealing airtime from me and Magic. Okay?
Oh, that's what this is.
Obviously.
That makes sense.
Yeah, whatever. But let me go see these damn comments. What's happening? How do I see the Twitter? Where's the Twitter live feed? What's going on? Where do I see that?
Go to your page. It should be the top thing on your page. Because when we hit live, it posts it automatically to your page.
Oh, so then once I click on the live, then I can actually.
But the comments in there should be the comments we're getting through here.
The comments on the post?
No, because the comments on the post are separate from commenting on live if you're watching on Twitter. So never mind.
I like how in real time you realize, like, am I going to cook him on it? Like, I just made a statement, and now am I actually going to cook him for this? But Lisa, you guys see what I'm talking about? This is the kind of partner you want to have. Someone that can say, actually, no, I just heard myself. That was actually wrong. Yeah, Not
Yeah.
someone that
What happened?
"No."
What happened before we started the stream?
What? Go ahead. I really don't. I don't remember what I ate for breakfast, Magic. What did we say?
Where you
There was
couldn't
some
hear me, and you're like,
Oh yeah.
"Oh, you're doing it again. You're doing it again, just like last week. You thought
But
it
in
was my
all
fault."
fairness,
And I'm like,
that's a jump to
and then
conclusion scenario.
and then you're like, "Oh wait, my volume was all the way muted. Never mind, that was a me problem."
Last week, you were like, "Oh, oop." I had to shut down my whole computer thinking it was me. I had to restart my whole shit. You're like, "You can't hear me, you can't hear me." And I'm like, "No." And I'm like, "Fine, it's me. I'll just take one for the team. Let me just restart." So I assumed, which you should never do because you make an ass out of you and me. And that turns out that I just had my my volume all the way down and muted. Don't ask me why I had that, because Magic yells at me for Telegram notifications. That's why.
Mhm.
The nurse in Muriel wants to get see that this is Janie. Let me tell you something. This is why you are loved by many. Me being one of those people. Okay, because you are a genuinely amazing, caring human being. Unlike my co-host here, who will take every opportunity. Well, no, actually, I take that back. She's a very caring, all those things. But she's also, in addition to that, she has more qualities. And those qualities are, let me roast the fuck out of my co-host 24/7. The nurse,
She's
look
gonna
at
have
this.
my back right now. I'm telling you,
Look at
she's
this.
gonna come for you.
No, I course corrected. I went back and I nixed what I initially said. The nurse in me really wants to get Dave some meds, vitamins, IV with fluids, tea with honey, and Kleenex. Saying this with a lot of love and care. See? Would it hurt any of you? Dave is you see, then you get this. This is the caliber of friends that I have out here. Okay?
Okay, I think we should wrap up because you're losing your mind the more we continue. Do you want to again highlight what we're gonna discuss next week?
Yeah. So next week we're gonna do a full-on like security show. Essentially, we're gonna be talking about everything from I mean, when I was on I really didn't know. And for me, not like, I don't want to say I didn't, I probably actually no, that's fine. I didn't know a lot of this shit that when I was hearing Michael K talk, I was just like, wait a minute, like what? Like SIM swapped on your Twitter account. You just have to remove your phone number from Twitter. I get it. It's not sexy, but here's where I think Magic, you and I are going to be very different, because we like to take the non-sexy things, right, and actually turn them into funny shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're bringing you how to take profit, how to sell, right? We made Bitcoin shit fun. We made limit orders fun, for fuck's sake, right? So if you're going to learn about security anywhere, come do it here and come ready to actually take some action, right? And this could just be a PSA and nobody could give two fucks and you probably won't do it. See, what did I say?
I couldn't help it.
He's good. He's good with the off the cuff shit. Like, he's really good. I mean, I can't
It's too good.
I can't hate on his game. Yeah, he is top tier. I still fucking hate you, Bill, though. But we're gonna be talking about sign us up for the security chat.
Oh,
We'll be talking about
the tears are coming back.
One has to cool me down. Now you guys are gonna get docile, Dave. Okay. Dave, grass and smell the crypto. Look at this. Look at this. All right. Who's next? What else? Who else has some more dad jokes for us in the YouTube comments? But we'll be talking about security. We'll be talking about simple things that you can do to, I mean, really, really decrease the chances of whether it's getting hacked, putting you on to a lot of social engineering techniques, because the majority of people that lose crypto don't lose crypto because they were, quote, hacked. They lose crypto because they were socially engineered. So, and there's nobody to better tell it to you than this guy, right? And there's little like settings changes that you guys can do. So, sign us up for the security chat. That shit was funny. So come
Was
next week.
really good.
That was really good. Sign us up. Dave knows a thing or two about security. Thanks, Bildo. I was actually, yeah. Honestly, I got to give those three credit. Like, shout out Bildo, Devin, Janie on that one. That's fine. But she's a lot like me and Max. Yeah. Yes, Rich. Yep. I think I said confirmed. I'm pretty sure he confirmed with me. Yeah. No, he's confirmed for next week. Yeah. Or I'm
I can
just
tell that Janie had to hit pause on the video because her comments are coming in late. But I told you she was going to cook you.
yeah. Your comment did cheer me up, OVR. It did. Shout out to those in the basement crew, stand up. I don't know if that should be it, but yeah. Yeah.
This is a different side to you.
I know. I just want everybody to feel really guilty because if I get off stream talking like this and I'm not like my excited self, they do feel a little bit guilty, I essentially,
You're manipulating us.
of course, now I'm in the mode of like when we get off and they're like, oh man, did I go too far? And then I'll get like a DM or something. And it's like, bro, I mean, I never get them from Bildo. So I think we're at that point where, yeah, he knows. But to the rest of you, feel guilty. Very, very guilty. Nah, Magic, this was dope. Yeah, this was great. Security next week. I hope you guys obviously like tune in. And hey, Magic, we might not have beat 2,000 from last week, but 895 ain't too fucking bad.
It's not. I'm happy with it.
Yeah, same.
So we'll catch y'all next week. Yeah.
Let's do it. Guys, appreciate everybody that's tuning in. Don't forget, we repurpose this content on TikTok, YouTube. I mean, it gets lost in Magic's fucking YouTube page, but whatever. It is what it is because she's out doing a million things and living an amazing life. Oh my God, she's so cool. You want a cool co-host, guys. Not one that's going to...
Did you drink Haterade for breakfast or like what is happening?
That was okay. Bildo, help her out a little bit. Like the Haterade comment. Okay, not so good. It's all right. No, but like Magic, like we're repurposing this content in all these different platforms. So it would be really cool if everybody, if you do have those platforms, whatever, if you don't like mindlessly scroll on TikTok, like cool. But we're doing it on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, LinkedIn. So yeah. And
all right.
Magic, hurry up and
outro us.
Play the stream because my nose, like it's just a faucet right now. It's about to just, yeah. So appreciate you guys.
Bye.
The crypto magic hour, feel the power, counting coins as we print every hour. VV Magic, Dave's on the scene, crypto dreams in a digital gleam. Oh yeah, the crypto magic hour.